first, live, local. This is Fox 12 Now.
We are back here on Fox 12 Now. Thank you for being here. I'm Greg Nibbler. I'm live streaming from the Fox 12 Oregon newsroom, but that is a live look from our Tillicum Bridge camera there. Tillicum Crossing, looking over toward South Portland. But if I could flip the camera around, just back over there to the right is OMSI, the Oregon Museum of Science and Industry, a really amazing place. And we're going to be talking about that because of this, the OMSI Sci-Fi Film Festival, which is going to be taking place. Really, we're going to get into this. I did want to remind everybody, we are here every weekday starting at 1 o'clock going through the afternoon, and we get to cover a wide range of topics, but this is something that everybody can participate in, and it's not just one day, it's many days and many movies. We're going to talk about all that right now. Joining us, we have Amanda from OMSI. And Amanda, thank you for being here. Great to have you here on the show. And I will say, full disclosure, I am a sci-fi film fan. So that, I can't be unbiased in that way.
Great.
But given that, and knowing too that Portland has, there's always new people moving in and people coming from all over the place that come to the city. In case they don't know, could we start off just letting people know what OMSI is?
Absolutely. And thanks for having us on to talk about the Sci-Fi Film Fest, Greg. It's always a pleasure to be with you. And so OMSI stands for Oregon Museum of Science and Industry, and we are many things. We have the museum along Water Avenue, which is what we are most well known for. There we have our featured exhibits, we have permanent exhibits, we have labs where people can come in and do hands-on experimentation. We also have a planetarium, the theater, a former U.S. Navy submarine that you can take tours of, and in addition to that, we have a robust science education program that includes summer camps, overnight camps at Camp Gray and Camp Fossil, or Hancock over in Fossil. So if you want to be in the coast, you want to be in the desert, OMSI is there. We do education around the state as well as do traveling exhibits. So lots going on here.
So many things going on. I will say I just visited the Titanic exhibit just a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, and amazing. So many things happening there already,
Yes.
just on a regular, everyday basis. But now we've got this film fest as well. And could you tell us, how this Sci-Fi Film Fest came about?
OMSI is a science museum. Science fiction is a natural fit. We also are, grateful to have our Vice President of Marketing and Retail, Russ Repp, who is a sci-fi. He really knows a lot about sci-fi. Definitely a huge movie buff, as well as just the mastermind behind the whole festival. And it really comes to inspiring curiosity. That is one of the things that is a core tenet of OMSI, is to inspire curiosity and help people come up with new ideas and be on the cutting edge of innovation. And with that, we're always looking for new programs. And in that, the Sci-Fi Film Festival is an opportunity to, spark the imagination. And sci-fi is also it's what's possible. It is what, the creativity of science, of technology, of what's possible, of the things that we're both afraid of as well as inspired by. All of it is in the festival. And so this is a robust opportunity for people to expand the mind and get some entertainment out of it as well.
Yeah, it does seem like kind of a perfect fit for that. And, and talking about that, just with OMSI being a perfect fit, this also seems like something that would really work, with the audience, the Portland audience, but the wider region as well, to have a film fest like this. Do you think it fits really well?
Absolutely. I mean, Portland is full of creative people, creative thinkers, and we're also a cinema town here. We have a lot of independent theaters that do very well, that Portlanders and around the region are committed to supporting, like the Hollywood Theater. There's Laurelhurst. There's, I could go on and on and on with listing our local theaters that just do a lot to have that local community both commitment and vibe and feel and just the creativity that it brings. And so with that, I mean, we also have a citywide Comic-Con that happens here with Geek Week. And, you know, there's just a big commitment that people have here, both to science, sci-fi, as well as our theaters.
And the experience at OMSI is something kind of unique. Can you tell us, about the four-story theater experience that people can have there?
Yeah, I remember when I first walked into the Empirical Theater at OMSI, I was like, whoa, it is huge. The theater, the screen itself is huge. It's 4 stories, and it is a steep way up the stairs. It's still accessible. There's a back way to it for people who need accessibility support. But it is there's not a bad seat in the house, truly. And with the screen being what it is, the proximity to the screen, the way that it staggers up, so the seats really go up the 4 stories as well. That is, it really, when I'm there, it makes me feel like I'm immersed in the movie. I recently saw Project Hail Mary in the theater, and it was just amazing to have, the space background and climate that that movie is set in, and being able to see it and feel like I'm actually out in space, having the same experience was pretty amazing.
I kind of want to go see Project Hail Mary again, there as well, because
Yeah.
I saw it in a regular theater. It was great, but yeah, that seems like a whole different kind of experience.
Yeah, you really do. And good news, Project Hail Mary got extended. So it is done very well at the theater. It sold out many nights here. And with that, we're able to show it. It's going to be showing in the afternoons around 3 p.m. On select days in April. So it is part of the Sci-Fi Film Fest now. So you still can see it here.
Great. Well, and talking about the Film Fest, what are some of the different films that people can expect to see at this?
Yeah. So tomorrow, opening night, we have The Matrix. And The Matrix has not been at the OMSI Film Festival since 2019. We have, cult classics like Forbidden Planet. We have The Man Who Fell to Earth, which is the 50th anniversary. Logan's Run, which is looking to do a remake. That's also at its 50th anniversary. And then there's newer films like Resurrection. We have first runs with our Sci-Fi Film Fest, which includes Solaris from 1972, which is a big inspiration for Star Trek and really kind of remade the genre during its time when it first ran. Also, for the first time this year, we have Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. And then we have fan favorites like The Fifth Element, Dune. We have Dune 1 and 2, which you want to come see Dune 1 and 2 before Dune 3 is released this November. And then Interstellar, 2001, of course, A Space Odyssey, The Thing from 1982, if you want to have that experience. There's really something for everyone, including family-friendly movies like E.T., The Iron Giant. We have anime, we have international films, things that are obscure, things that are more popular.
Lots of options.
Whole gamut.
The whole gamut.
Lots of options.
A lot of options on there. And let everybody know, so you mentioned it's going to be starting, but how long does this festival run?
Yeah, so it starts tomorrow with opening night and runs until May 19th. We do have festival passes, so if people are going to plan to see multiple of them, you can get a festival pass that gives you access to, including opening night, and but any of the movies throughout the festival, you can do that as part of a festival pass. This year, for the first time, we have a parking pass included with it, so it's just an extra, I think, $15, and that gives you all your parking for each of the festival screenings that are in the schedule. So that's a pretty good deal. But without that, it's $95. If you're a member, you get $20 off the festival pass. And it gives you priority seating and lots of good benefits. And so definitely worth checking out.
Well,
Yeah.
Amanda, thank you very much for joining us to talk about this. I can pick out several of those that I would like to see myself, and including Project Hail Mary on that screen. For people who want to go, what's the best place for them to go to to get their passes or get information?
Yeah, if you go to omsi.edu, you'll get all the information and you can get your tickets there. You can also, just a note that you can do individual tickets, and those tickets are $9, half off for members. And so one of the commitments that OMSI has is to make movies accessible, to have the imagination that's possible within theater and at the movies, to really have that be accessible. So that's a commitment we have.
That's a great deal. All right.
Yeah.
Well, Amanda, thank you so much for joining us. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you, Greg. Have a great day.
You too. And for everybody watching, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to continue on here. We've got lots more to talk about. So thanks for being here as part of Fox 12 Now, live streaming on our website and, of course, all of our apps. So whatever platform you're on, thanks for doing that. And we've got more. So back here in just a couple with more.